Once again, I welcome you all to Daily Trend right here on Pinax News. In today's updates, we all know about Kora Obidi's separation with her husband, Justin Dane. Yes, a lot of people brought in their views concerning the reason that their breakup came up. Today, there is a hottest just coming from her own sister. And according to the claims, it means that she was the cause of the divorce. Guys, let's watch the video.
So you guys just attend to them, ask them if they want to order pots. But yeah, that number has been online, so I'm not really worried about that. My sister has also changed her number, so that's not a problem. Legally, they will get in trouble for that. But now that everything is over, well, I'm assuming that it's over, I do not want to talk about that, okay, for now. Today, I'm just going to show you guys what I've been going through because of my role, because of my position in this situation, and also to say that in addition to all the defamatory things that have been said online about me, about my family, in fact, to the point that I am being attacked every time for posting my family. Like, it's like, so, well, and all this started from what one person said and what one person, said to everyone that he was talking to. So he was saying everything was fine until Nancy came along. Well, I'll tell you what I did. Today I'm going to read everything that I did and how I destroyed it so that you guys can, you can judge for yourself, if I actually destroyed it or not. Okay? So he was angry that I came into the picture. Before that, she was voiceless. She was already beaten. She couldn't say a word. She was taking all the abuse, every day. And then I came through with the receipts because people were reaching out to me. The only reason why I became a threat was because I came with the receipts. Everything that I said I had about him, I'm not even willing to talk about it now. But now you know that he can't even deny it anymore because he has confessed in his audio, okay, to doing them. So if I decide ever that this person is getting out of hand and that people need to know who he is, now you know why there's a beef with Nancy, because Nancy came out with the receipts, okay? So even the whole Brazilian girl thing, I was the person that came out with it, and that is what was the problem, basically. And so this person with the audio doesn't really realize how much trouble she's in. It's not trouble that's going to happen, that's going to, pan out now. It's something that, anyways, I'll just leave that thought. Okay? So I said, I contacted you on WhatsApp, you did not reply. My dear, are you ordering cookwares? If you are ordering cookwares, please contact my number. I'm not changing my number. That's my business number. That's the number. I have a personal number, and he gave you my business number. Okay? Of course, I've rejected that email. I've actually reported that email. Those two emails that said I was going to, lose my family, whatever. I hope I'm happy now. Blah, blah, blah. I've already saved everything. Everything is, don't worry, we're investigating. Okay? So now, today, I'm going to read through all the chats that I had with him. And, so you guys can see what is going on. Okay? I'm going to read through all the chats, our history on WhatsApp, and, perhaps on Instagram, so you guys can see how I destroyed the marriage, okay? So I'm going to flip this camera when I'm ready. Okay. I'm going to flip the camera so you guys can see the history of our conversation, okay? Where's the camera now? Okay. So what you are looking at right now is my phone, and this is the the first chat that we had on this phone, because I did change my iPhone, and this was 30th of July 2001. Let me know if you can hear me, guys. Okay. So this was the first chat that we had, and then before that, myself and my sister had been going back and forth, with the fights in their marriage. Their fights was usually around I'll show my face now. Let me just explain the context of the message that you are seeing. So they used to have fights about, oh, I don't want her to post this, or I want her to be massage therapist and she doesn't want to be. She wants to be in Hollywood. Everybody's telling her she's never going to succeed, that she's very stubborn, she doesn't want to do this. And in my mind, I'm like, you can't really force anyone to be anything, really. It's just leave them to pursue her dreams. It was always about, your sister is addicted. She's addicted to her phone. She posts too much online. She's always online. She's not making anything. And it was usually, we already talked about this earlier when myself and my sister did a live together about the history of the financial abuse, about how she was basically reminded every day she was nothing. And so they would have fights, and they would come and they would say, okay, so you are agreeing with her posting this, right? You are really, really supporting this. And I'm like, well, I really can't tell you guys what to do with your marriage, but, I'll talk to her. That's what I kept saying, and that's what I kept doing, really. When they would have their fights, I would talk to her, they would apologize to each other, and life would go on. And then, yeah, it happened until it started to impact my own marriage. My own marriage started to suffer because I will be up all night. You know how the time difference is. My husband will wake up at 1 a.m. and find me mediating in the middle of the night. I'm basically settling fights and quarrels between two adults, and he'll be like, you know what, you need to, perhaps go to another room so that I can rest, because it was getting, and then the energy, you know how when you're exposed to a lot of toxic marriage energy, it starts to affect your own marriage, because you will be like, oh my God, how can this be happening? So it was starting to affect my marriage, and at some point I had to block him because every single thing was being reported. It was like every single post she made on Instagram, he would send it to me and say, see what she's about to post. So you agree with this? Are you trying to say you agree with this? And I'm like, really, you can't tell an adult what to do. I've talked to her, I've done my best, I don't know the idea he had about African families, because I think he was assuming that, we had the power to affect, sorry, I just got a message, had the power to alter her life like that. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and read through the messages so that you guys have an idea of what's going on. I'm saying this now because I really want this whole thing to die down. I'm saying this now because I am tired of the whole, oh, she came and then she destroyed it. I'll show you how the relationship was. It was really close. Like, he really used to talk to me about every single thing that happened in the marriage. Okay, so yeah, I'll flip the camera now so you can see. So this is the beginning of our chat with this new phone. And then he sent me a video that she was about to post, and he says, help me explain why this is helping her, unless you support it. And then I blocked him because we had a call, and he was trying to accuse me of supporting nudity and her posting that stuff. He said he doesn't want her to promote her music with that video. I think she had done a video that he didn't like. So you see, it says blocked business. And then September 2021, I blocked the business. I don't know what. Okay, I think this was when he changed the business account to something else. At the time of the delivery, I unblocked him because, they were having a baby. We had been communicating on Instagram, but then on WhatsApp, this is where he used to call me all the time to sort issues. And my husband was like, you guys, this is just too much, okay? Leave them to try and sort their issues by themselves. Now, I unblocked the business on 1st of March. And then 9th of March, I blocked the business and unblocked it again. Oh my God, it was like a block and unblock, because every single thing was being sent here, okay? So now let's see. Now, this was a chat between them that he sent to me. And he, at the time that he sent this message, I had spoken to her, and, we're trying to talk about the marriage. And he says, does this really look like a person trying to save her marriage, her family? And I asked him, was this last night? And I was like, Justin, please now, please give her some time, because I had spoken to them for 7 hours. You guys, he says that this is after I talked to her. Apparently, she's not agreeing with anything that he says. And then I said, please give her some time because I had spoken to them. And then he said, fame has ruined my wife, and now she is promoting her book like nothing happened. This was when he came and announced the divorce. And we advised both of them to please stay out of social media. Do not handle this on social media. He went ahead and announced it. And then he was complaining that she wasn't bothered. She was promoting her book like nothing happened. And I said, she can't post anything about the divorce